Her text arrived as the boardroom lights dimmed for the quarterly projections. "Just a heads up, I told everyone we're taking a break." I stared at the message longer than I should have, screen glowing against the muted blue reflection of the conference slide. For a second, I thought it was a joke, a misplaced emoji, a poorly timed joke. But there was nothing else. No punctuation, no hesitation, just a clean incision between one life and the next. The sound of chairs shifting brought me back. The regional director was talking numbers, and I was nodding, mouth dry, heartbeat out of rhythm. I typed back, "Thanks for letting me know." Then I set the phone face down. No follow-up, no typing bubbles, just silence pressing through my shirt like a hand on my chest. I didn't excuse myself, didn't ask why. I finished the meeting, spoke when needed, shook hands. Inside, something was reformatting itself, quietly, efficiently. By the time I walked out of the building, the word break had already lost meaning. She wanted a pause. I decided to make it permanent. It started unraveling in whispers. A mutual friend messaged me that evening. "Saw your wife at rehearsal dinner? She looked happy? I didn't know you two split." Split. That was her word to them. She'd chosen her sister's wedding weekend to announce our break. The timing was deliberate, surrounded by her family, sympathy, validation. I knew her too well to mistake it for coincidence. I scrolled through her social media, pictures still up, smiles curated, angles perfected. But the captions had shifted, vague quotes about healing and finding strength. People don't post about healing unless they've already prepared the wound. At 2 a.m., I lay awake replaying every recent argument. Her sudden late nights, the guarded phone, the way she said, "I just need time to think," without ever saying what she was thinking about. Betrayal doesn't arrive with noise. It seeps. It rewrites small moments, turns every memory into evidence. Still, I didn't confront her. She wanted space. I gave her distance wide enough to hang herself with. The next morning, I started compiling what I already knew. Old bills, travel records, the phone plan still linked to my account. Her messages weren't hidden, just mislabeled under work contacts. I recognized one name immediately, Ethan, her coworker, the one who always laughed too loud at her jokes. They weren't careless, but they weren't cautious enough. Buried in weeks of messages were fragments, plans, shared hotel confirmations, half-typed misuse. I felt the heat rise in my throat, but I forced it back down. Emotion clouds precision. I printed nothing, saved screenshots to an encrypted folder. Then I waited. Her sister's wedding was 2 days away. She was already there, busy playing the role of the brave, almost single woman. I didn't call, didn't ask. Instead, I changed something small, something invisible for now. Our Facebook relationship status. From married to single. Not it's complicated, not separated, just single. It would sit there like a fuse, waiting for her to open the app. The next step required proof. Not of her guilt, I already had that. Proof of my calm. Because calm unnerves the guilty more than anger ever could. Her message arrived halfway through the reception, all caps. "What the hell did you do?" Then another, "You changed it? At my sister's wedding?" I could imagine the scene, the moment she checked her phone, expecting attention, validation, and finding none. Only silence. Only a small blue update with a single word that ended everything. Single. I didn't reply. 10 minutes later, she called. Her voice came cracked, half whisper, half fury. "What are you trying to do?" "Nothing," I said. "You told everyone we're taking a break. I just confirmed it." The line went dead. That was the last conversation we had as husband and wife. By the time she returned home 2 days later, I'd already cleared the apartment. My suits, my files, my scent, gone. Just a key left on the table beside a printed photo of her and Ethan at that conference in Rome. The one she said was all work. On the back, I'd written 3 words: "Break officially taken." Her car pulled into the driveway at dusk. I watched from across the street, not hiding, just watching. She entered the apartment. Seconds later, curtains shifted. Then the sound of something breaking, maybe the frame, maybe her composure. She called me again. I let it ring until voicemail. Her voice cracked through the speaker. "You didn't have to humiliate me like this. You could have just talked to me." But humiliation requires an audience. All I'd done was mirror her own performance back to her. I opened my phone and removed the last connection between us. Relationship status deleted. Photos archived. A clean erasure. Revenge doesn't need noise, it just needs precision. That night, her single post gathered quiet sympathy online. People commenting hearts, hugs, encouragements. None of them knew the truth, and that was the point. Let her bask in pity. Let the story rot under her skin. Weeks later, I passed her by chance at a cafe downtown. She looked smaller, eyes dimmed. The man she'd chosen instead sat across from her, already half turned away, checking his phone. Our eyes met once. She looked down first. There was no satisfaction in it, just a quiet recognition of endings. People assume revenge feels like victory. It doesn't. It feels like silence after a storm. Unnatural, heavy, final. I walked out without ordering. The cold air felt cleaner than anything in that room. Later, I opened my phone. No messages, no notifications, just peace. And in that stillness, I realized something simple. Some breaks are temporary. Ours was surgical. And when I cut, I made sure it didn't heal. She wanted a pause. I gave her permanence.